So now I think what this gentleman is talking about is recently, specifically in Newfoundland, there's been a big push by certain people to get Black History Month and Black history included in the schools and the curriculum here. Aaron, what do you know much about Black history? Canadian, Newfoundland Black history, I should say.
No, I'll be honest. No, I don't. And you know what? If they did put it in the curriculum, I think it'd be a good idea. So people like me aren't so fucking ignorant in life. Newfoundland, we grow up segregated from the rest of the world. Pretty much, it's its own separate island. So, and when I grew up anyway, there weren't many minority families going around. There was a few, but not a whole lot. It was predominantly white. So yeah, any kind of education that people can get, for the better, of course.
Well, that's all nice. I mean, I don't want to say we shouldn't be learning about Black history, but I think that there's something that just rubs me the wrong way when somebody who is fairly new to Newfoundland is the one that is pushing that we should be learning more about them. It'd be the same as if I went to Nigeria and said, hey, I've been in Nigeria for 3 or 4 years. Can we start teaching people about the customs of Newfoundland and Labrador? I think that people there would be like, "What are you talking about? Why? What is the purpose of this?" Seems like it's a real big ego kind of thing. And I want to say,
you don't know that though. People might be eager to learn and like learn new customs and stuff like that. You shouldn't blanket everybody like that.
I am sticking up for real Newfoundlanders, the ones that were here from the beginning. Of which I'm a proud member of, as you know, Aaron. I am Indigenous. I have a rich history of Indigenous people in my family. You could see this is a real family tree that traces my origins from my Aunt Fanny, great grandmother. She's like great grandmother Fanny, who is Indigenous, and we don't teach about Newfoundland indigenousness and Indigenous history in schools in Newfoundland and Labrador. And I think that before we start branching out to the new Canadians, we should really be looking back at where we came from. You come here and you start insisting that people change to include you.
Why
think
can't we
that
do
it's
both?
It's a little bit of well, there's only a certain amount of time in each day, Aaron. We can't teach everybody about all cultures. I mean, even if you're talking about wanting to talk about new Canadians, the Black population in Newfoundland and Labrador is in the single percentage. We have Indians and we have a huge Middle Eastern culture. And so why not talk about those? Why is it that we keep on having to come back and talk about Black history? That's my question. I know a little bit about it. You say you don't know anything
Because
about
Black
it.
history's had a big influence over North America, regardless if I know a lot about it or not. It's had a big influence. So I mean, yeah, we should know more about it.
What influence has Nigeria had in Canada?
We're not talking about Nigeria
Yes, we
specifically,
are.
but
Yes,
Black
this
history.
is where the people are. This isn't people from the United States that are coming up here and want to learn about slavery, and it's not people that are coming from, Toronto or places where they're, or like Africaville in Halifax.
I think it starts with people like Martin Luther King Jr. and people like Rosa Parks, and then you go down the rabbit hole and you learn all about this stuff like that. But I mean, if you're not learning about the basics, then what the fuck?
Well, we are learning about the basics. We learn
Are we
about
though?
Martin Luther. We learned about Martin Luther King Jr. in school. I Have a Dream. We learned about Rosa Parks. We learned about the black suffrage, the Underground Railroads. And so what specifically now, and I'll bring them up, the people that we're talking about, it's not a matter of talking about North American Black history, which would be slavery, and then the struggle for freedom and civil rights. They're talking about like current Black cultures in Africa for new Canadians that want to be seen for whatever reason. If you go over to a new country, I don't think that it's right for you to start insisting that everybody make way for you, especially, again, if you're not an Indigenous person. And
I think this is ridiculous. I'm sorry.
What? Please continue.
I think the whole thing is ridiculous. Why not learn about other cultures? I don't get it. Like, why not? Why not? Like,
Because we have to learn about our own cultures first. We have to learn and establish the culture that has been here first, instead of shying away from it and looking towards a new culture that doesn't have anything to do with us.
you need to do both. You need to include both.